Hello. Today, I know, it's been a while. It's been a while. Boomy, boomy, boomy. I've been very busy, man, but I'm back. Hopefully for a little bit. But today, we're going to get into some variety content that I just wanted to talk about. And it is the subject that everybody's life is important. No matter what you think, it is. Everybody's life is. And I think it's one of those things that to most people seems obvious, yes. But there are a few. I've had people close to me, I've had myself go through this, where you think your life has no meaning at all. And it does. Everybody's life. No matter who you are, where you're from, your life has meaning. And your life is not worth ending. And I think it's a message, again. A lot of people know this and are good with it, and a lot of people don't. And I wanted to express why I feel that way. Because a lot of people who, have no riz, have no game, they got a lot of friends, will argue that, oh, this is stupid. What's the point of anything? Not a lot of people like me. You can't really succeed much at life, and it sucks, right? You go through the ringer, but I mean, you gotta be thankful for what you have, right? Because at the end of the day, somebody's always gonna have more than you, and it's just a fact to accept and be thankful for what you have, right? Because that's really what helped me get through mine last winter. I could play you through the scenario. What happened? I had this friend group that I don't even know why I was in that friend group. It was a dumb place to be in the first place. And what do you call it? They had all kicked me out of that friend group, so I didn't really have any friends. I was a crash out tennis player. I was one of those crash out tennis players that would just get mad, like throw the racket. I was one of those guys, and it was just a horrible time. It was a horrible time. Not good, and it led to winter. I got to a really, really, really low place, and it's a place that I never want to see anybody else at. Of genuinely thinking your life is worthless, and that you can't make a difference in this world, and that nobody likes you. It's just one of those situations that I don't want to see somebody else in. And the big thing that helped me through it was one of my buddies, and there's situations where you're gonna feel that way, right? A lot of people throughout their life, a lot of guys specifically, are gonna feel that way, that their life has no meaning. And taking it from a guy who's been there and have got pretty close to putting the delete button on it. You do, you always do, and it's a hard thing to accept and to be able to take down the drain that you actually do have worth as a human. Even if you don't think it, you've got people that would be there for you immediately. 90% of you have got people that would be there within a heartbeat, right? And it's tough because sometimes you don't, right? Sometimes you really, really don't. You just feel trapped, like you don't have anybody to go to. Nothing's going right. You can't get a win. But it's just one of those things where you gotta be thankful for what you have, not envy somebody else. Envy is gonna be the biggest leader to this. It's gonna be envy. You're just gonna envy whatever the people have. You don't have that, then you get depressed, and that happens, right? You get depressed. Sometimes you can't get out of it. This video probably gonna make a difference for anybody, but please reach out. If you are struggling, if you are going through something, reach out to anybody you know. 90% of people would talk with you within a heartbeat. Even strangers would. If somebody messaged me I didn't know, I'd be right there. Please reach out. Every life has meaning. And it's a hard one to accept, I know. But every single life on this planet has meaning. Anybody can make a difference in this world. Anybody. I know. I've just been rambling. I've said the same thing for like 5 minutes now. But it's just generally what I think. And, just because life comes to an end at one point doesn't mean it needs to come to an end now. You've got a lot to live. Most people who go through this are what, 16, 15, 17, something like that. But, I mean, you just started life. You got another 40 years. You've got so much more to go. Just because you don't have the high school sweetheart or the best friend group ever, you don't need all that to be happy. Once you can learn to be happy with yourself and love yourself, you'll then learn how to love someone else. And it's a big step. And I think that it's just one of those things where by yourself, it's probably pretty hard to go through. But if you reach out to somebody, that's all it takes. Just reach out to anybody. Anybody. Mom, dad, sister, brother. Reach out. And they will help you. And if they don't, reach out to someone else. Because it's not something that anybody should have to go through. And it's one of those things where if that's your mindset, you need to be switched. Your mindset needs help. You need help. Right? At the end of the day, you need help. And you need support from others. Right? So, the whole point of this video is to just message the fact of reach out. If you are feeling down, if you are feeling like harming yourself, reach out. Say something to somebody. Do something. Get out of the house. Reach out. And there's not much more I can do because I don't know anybody personally. Anybody who'd watch this, probably nobody who's got this far in the video. I don't know most of you guys personally. But even if I do, reach out to me. Because a lot of teenagers go through this because of it being lust or anything. Can't get friends, all the online shit. Just reach out. No life is worthless at all. And I think that's my final message. Enjoy life. Because most people who are depressed are at the very beginning of it. And I know I've repeated the same thing for 8 minutes, but just reach out. Right? It's about the only message I got. I just wanted to keep saying it because sometimes that's the only way to get the point across. But I know this is a very off video. It doesn't really match any of my other videos, but sometimes you just get in the mood to talk about one thing and want to send a message. So I'm going to send a message. This is the message I want to send. Is to reach out to anybody and get the help you need. Bye-bye.